In his 2008 Playboy interview, the interviewer was asking Chad Kruger what thought he was going to be doing in, I don't know, doesn't matter, when this or whatever. He's like, I'm not going to be alive, I'm going to drop dead. He's like, what do you mean you're not going to be alive? And Marion got upset. He's like, I'm going to drop dead on the stage at age, I think it was age 40 or age 40, whatever. Doesn't really matter. The fact is, it didn't happen. You understand, people? It didn't happen. Didn't happen. But he could drop dead tomorrow. He could, you know, for all I know. I mean, look what Chester and Chris did. It shocked the shit out of me, okay? I don't care what kind of premonition you have or whatever. It's all bullshit. Nobody knows when they're going to die, all right? You don't know. I could drop dead tomorrow. We're all just here. We have no fucking clue why. You understand? We're all just here. Time is it? I crashed early on the car. I'm about to tell you what happened. I woke up thinking that of the right, left, wrong, 3 days grace. And I'm never ever getting close to anyone again. I don't even know what I'm going through, but I don't want any motherfucking part of you. Go, but I just keep. Do we sleep any bands? Do we sleep huh? Oh, a few hours, 9 we crashed. So I could play you the fucking voicemails, okay? Where my mom is gushing. Laura, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. She thought it was Thursday, but it's actually Wednesday. I'm gonna be coming home. In fact, I already talked to her. Yeah, I talked to her earlier, and I'm getting all these voicemails because I had talked to them, the nursing facility. They hadn't told her yet, but I already knew she was coming home. But I'd been told Wednesday. Okay, I'd been told Wednesday. I had the house spotless. Okay. I had to do last minute, throw stuff in my bedroom, but that's okay. The house is spotless. I didn't put the air doctor together. I didn't put, you know, but I. Remember, I told you. This is the woman who's been getting, who until I nipped it in the bud, had been getting up inside that facility. She's been getting up out of bed. As in, she rang the buzzer and they didn't come in time. She was going to pee herself. She gets up out of bed. Okay? The woman that came home yesterday, she's in a wheelchair. The guy that brought her home, Eric, was like, he couldn't get her up. I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted her out of the nursing facility. He couldn't get her up. He's like, come on, Samantha, get up, get up. She wasn't. She's just sitting there like this. Like, what the fuck? So finally, I'm watching. I'm like, why are they getting up? Okay, she's supposed to be able to walk. She cannot come home. I can't take care of her myself if I don't have help. If she can't, you know what I mean? I have to be able to, she has to be able to walk to the bathroom. It took me and this guy, like literally, she didn't want to get up. Like, what the fuck, Mom? She didn't want to get up. Okay. I don't know what the deal is. Of course, I write to Joe, and he's like, he put word by word no, and I'm like, why are you saying no? I'm like, is my vibrational level too high? Is she just intimidated or doesn't want me to be the one taking care of her? I'm not God. You understand, people? I am not God. I didn't create this reality. I'm not God. Okay? She wouldn't get up. I mean, that is not a person. I'm sorry. And then I have Kurt sending me an email. You must be so happy your mom's out of the nursing home. You know, you guys had the worst outbreak in the entire United States. How many states is that? Massachusetts has the worst outbreak of the virus in some kind of veterans home. 70 people dropped dead. Like, bam, 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 bam. Okay? The worst in the entire United States. And then my Joe will point out, well, how come there are states that don't have ours? I don't know, Joe. I don't know what's going on. I just know I don't want my mom in these places. I was all prepared to take care of her. Was it going to be easy? No, it was not going to be forever. The guy who brought her home. What? You need to call that place and find out why they discharged her in this condition. I'm not calling that place. I'm calling 911. First, I called Churchwoman. What's going on with my mother? She's, I needed her. Listen to me. She was not capable of sitting up. Remember, this is the same person. I want you to understand. You don't discharge her in this condition. The same person gushing to me. I could play you the friggin' voicemail. I'm coming home, blah, blah, blah. Okay? I just talked to her the day before. And now she's almost catatonic. That's not a person that could come home. That's not a person I can take care of if it took two of us to get you to your bed. You're like catatonic. What the fuck's going on? Mom? Yeah? What's wrong? Silence. Mom? Omar nearly died in front of me, nearly got strangled in front of me. I have it all set up for us to do this railing that should have been done 4 or 5 years ago, I just need you to write this check for me, okay? Because we're not going to risk her. We don't know what's going to happen to her one day to the next, okay? I just need you to write this check for me. She was incapable of even looking at the check. She was a zombie. I'm like, this is not the person who was, blah, blah, I'm coming over the way. I could play you the voicemail. I wrote to Joe, like, what's going on? Could she, I don't know. If she can't deal with being helpless in front of me, then there's nothing I can do, okay? I don't know what's going on with her. I wonder I woke up listening to that song in my head. Just thinking about when I'm just going to walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. You know what I mean? And I don't... I don't understand. I don't understand. And then I called the hospital. Well, what happened? I don't know. I had to call 911, and the churchman said, definitely get her blood levels tested. You don't know what's going on with her. Maybe she's having a seizure and the medication is covering. She didn't have any seizure in the 3 weeks she was in that place for 3 weeks. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, people. That's not the person I had just been talking to. A stranger said, you need to call that place, find out why they discharged her in this condition. Stranger, the one who drove her home. A chairlift that we had to pay a small amount for. Okay? She wouldn't budge. Finally, I'm watching, I'm like waiting. I'm like, okay, this is the woman who's been walking. Like, this is the woman they discharged her. She's supposed to be fine to come home. And all I have to do is just help her to the bathroom or something. Me, one person. She didn't want to get up out of the chair. Finally, she didn't want to get up in the chair. Finally, I came out, what's going on with her? And Eric's like, I don't know. I'm like, and I'm like, I was staying away. I'm like, do you want me to help you? He's like, yeah, can you help? It took me and this guy to get her up the friggin' stairs to her bed. She was like a rag doll. She didn't want to move, didn't want to do anything. All right? You can't discharge her in that condition. I'm sorry. I'm one fucking person. All right? And I don't know what's going on with her. If she's just overwhelmed being home, if she just can't deal with me being the one taking care of her. I know she doesn't like to be old. I showed her one of my videos of me dancing, that one that I did with Survivor, and she's like, I can dance, I can do, I don't know what the deal is. Again, I am one person. People understand that. One person. I didn't create this reality. I'm not God, right? I don't know what's going on with my mother. I wanted to save her when I was a kid. My essay says I'm watching my mom pounding her head on the floor and willing it to stop. Like, I wanted to save her from her invisible tormentors. I was 12. Understand? 12. My mother and my aunt, the one, the same one we were back at, the same wanted to fuck me when, we had to be back, and she's pounding her head on the kitchen floor. And I wanted to save her, but I couldn't. I'm not God. I don't know. I have an email from Kurt. He doesn't know. He knew once I said she's back in the hospital. I don't know what's going to happen with her. I'm hanging on by a millionth of a thread, okay? Play you the damn voicemail. It's a few of them in a row because she couldn't reach me. She's so excited to come home. And again, this is the person who fell because she got up on her own. This is not the person who takes two people to get her up the stairs and to her bed. This is not the same person. She couldn't write me the check. I'm like, Mom, I did everything in my power to get you out of this place. Nobody wants to be in, you know what I mean? The fabric of reality is shifted. Nobody wants to be in these places. But she wouldn't, and then the church woman's like, well, say a sentence to her. All right, so mice have tails. Repeat that back to me. Mice have tails. She was able to do that. She gets to the hospital. She's like, well, she's talking to us or whatever, but she didn't want to come inside. She couldn't even get up. Talking to Joe for a long time about things I can't say out here. And he doubled down. He's prepared to just lose everything. Just I can't. Yeah, it sucks, but I had no one to take care of me when I broke my foot. One wrong move, this dog would have been dead, not because I fell on him, but if I fell and had to have surgery, that's what I was told. I would be in a nursing home, nobody would take care of him, or I would have lost him. That's a given. And it was, and towards the end, I actually accidentally did. I put pressure on the goddamn cast on the floor. I was doing something and I was caught off guard. And then I was like, oh my God, this is it. But it wound up being all right. I felt it reverberate through me, but I guess it was late enough that it had healed enough that I didn't, but he's blind, bumping it. I mean, everything is a disaster, okay? I don't know what's going to happen. What's the paramedics are here? Does she have a temperature? Does she have body aches? Of course she has body aches. She's in a friggin' neck brace and back brace. Speaking of which, I looked at that, I have that there, and I'm like, are they going to show me how to put this off and on you? They have pictures that I don't understand, instructions that I don't even understand. I thought somebody was going to come here and show me how to do it. I'm saying to this total stranger who's just met her, why did they send her home in this condition? I fought to have her come home because nobody wants to be in the hospital under these circumstances, That's not a person who could come home from the nursing home, sorry. But it's also not the same person. Think about it. The first time she got up on her own from her bed in the nursing home, this woman couldn't even barely walk with help from me and the other guy. So, test her blood levels, I don't know. The church was like, did they give her, and I said, Mom, did they give you, maybe they messed up her meds yesterday. Just like, did they drug her? Why would they? She's on her same meds. She's on high blood pressure medication. That's new to her. Oh, no. I don't even know I'm going to get the back brace and neck brace off of her. I thought somebody was going to show me how to do it. I'm just one fucking person, people. You understand? At least I got my salvation in the mail because that Walkman's been working. It's also been fucking up. Like at one point, it didn't want to change. It didn't want to like I was pressing buttons, the back button, and it wouldn't want to do anything. But I got it to stay on the same B's. So I'm like, I'm not going to fuck with this. At least it's saying something. And it actually played Kid Rock's Bottle, whatever that one was. That used to play. That used to be one of the ones I went crazy to at Access here in Massachusetts. And it played Beast by Saint and Sonia. I just played the Bees. It's on its last legs. Okay, this was an investment. I mean, I needed to get a new one that's not working right. Ow. Like, I can't. Ow, ow, ow. Told you I get those leg cramps. Look at my new baby. My new. Oh yeah, and I get a case for it too. That's a new one. This fucking Sony. I hope it sounds as good. People say it does. You know? There were 2 different kinds of the same thing, and I couldn't talk to them. They were already closed. And I wanted to just get it as soon as possible. And when they were closed in the week, I don't know. I picked that one. I kept doing Google. What's the difference between the 2? By the way, anything that I put on Twitter or Facebook, any link I put is something that I read. And if I put stuff out there, it's because I read it and I want, I'm trying to keep track that I read it. She's all excited to come home and then she can't. But we don't know. Maybe they did mess up her meds. I said do blood tests, But again, they're coming here and of course, but does she have body aches? Of course she has body aches. She's in the neck and back, I understand they have to ask that. Does she have a temperature? I don't know. I don't have a thermometer. I didn't take her temperature. Is she coughing? No. Does she have a sore throat? Mom, do you have a sore throat? No. She was incapable of sitting up and writing a check so I can get the ball on the road. I've been stalling with these people who are going to fix that dangerous railing. Okay? It's dangerous. It's not just out of code. It's not just a monstrosity. It's disgusting to look at. It's also dangerous. Not just for Omar, for anybody. It's not safe. Okay? It needs to be done. I can't risk it being done and her not being, I don't know what's going to happen to her one day or the next. I need to get that fucking railing done. I couldn't believe when Omar stepped over it. He would have been strangled and I wasn't expecting him to do it, so. They send my mom back to a nursing home or to a mental hospital. There's nothing I can do about it. You understand? Nothing I can do about it. I'm not God. If there even is a God. Do you understand, people? There's nothing I can do about it. Any of it. I can't will it to be different. I can't will this world to be different. I don't understand anything that's happening. What I mean, it's like, place was spotless. The new strangers that came here within an hour that my mom would come home, Eric and I got her to the bed, and then I was like, but he's like, I'm not calling them. What are they going to say? Her doctor in there, plus the one who treated her at the regular hospital, who did it by, no one could, I don't know. Just one person. One person hanging on by a fucking thread. Less than a thread. Understand? I'm hanging on by a millionth of a thread. I didn't take my magnesium calm, and I woke up with a horrible fucking leg cramps. And I told you it was like excruciating pain. And then thankfully it doesn't last that long. Four voicemails Tuesday at night when I'd already talked to my mom. I don't know that I told her she was getting out. I thought that was their place to do that. And then I called them. You didn't tell my mom she was getting out. Oh, no, we'll tell her. Okay. I have 4 voicemails. Gushing how she's excited. She's coming home and so whatever. And that person yesterday was just a completely different person. I thought she'd be so excited to be home. Yeah, it sucks you're still in the back brace. Yeah, it sucks you're going to need my help a little bit. That person, I can't take care of her here. She has to go back somewhere else. I don't know what's wrong with her.